Waste of money. Don't invest in the Pikachu from Surging Sparks. Let's look at the numbers. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you are doing well. There is a lightning storm happening right now in London, Ontario. I just got out of my hot tub. The rain was lashing down. I was watching the lightning flash on the horizon, hearing the thunder boom, and I thought, you know what? What better way to get psyched up for the Surging Sparks Pikachu video I am about to do? Guys, I've had so many people messaging me about this card. Should they invest? Is it going to be the next Greninja? Or should they wait for the prices to crash? And quite honestly, I find the fact that they're asking me equally flattering and terrifying, because I love it that you guys trust me with investment questions. But on the other hand, some of you are not making the smartest financial decisions, in my humble opinion. And you guys know who you are. But let's take a look at this card. So first of all, guys, our first stop is going to be good old marketmanipulationplayer.com TCG Player. What's going on here? So this card has currently got a market price of $473. It is up 40% from the start of pre-release. And I'm recording this video on Sunday night, by the way, so you'll probably see it on Monday. View or sales data. What's going on with sales here? We're seeing some pretty high sales here. 515, 495. We're going down here a little bit, 510. There's a couple below here, I believe, at $500 on the nose. So yeah, this card is definitely on the up. It is definitely on the up right now. Some people are going to point to it though and say it's all marketmanipulationplayer.com. It's clearly some funny business happening. There's only one listing right now, guys. $495 from cards I found. I got nothing against cards I found. I only just found out that they existed, quite honestly, but you should always be a bit cautious when you see the price of a card absolutely skyrocketing and there is a very small amount of listings, albeit for a more expensive card for TCG Player. Of course, guys, we saw it happen on Friday. We saw this PSA 10 Pikachu get absolutely jacked up. You guys must have seen it. Mimikry did a video, then everyone else kind of piled in and copied. It was at 3,000, then 5,000, which you can kind of understand. It's kind of mad, but some people just want to be the first to get that and bid it and say they have it. Some people have more money than sense. But then it went to 30 and then 50,000, and then I screen capped it at 156. I believe it eventually went to like 420,000 or something ridiculous like that. But it shows you how easy it is to manipulate and play around with some of the systems in place. A computer system is only as good as its inputs. What is happening right now on eBay for raw Nimic copies, or raw copies, let's say? So we got one here at 580 from yesterday. We got 399, 425. There's another one up here somewhere around $500. It's kind of all over the place, and this is not uncommon for a big chase card, an expensive card at release. What's happening, I think, in most cases are guys that want to flip these into PSA 10s are looking for the best versions they can find. They will bid a bit higher for those with the idea that when they become a PSA 10, they're going to like take on that huge graded profit, and then they're going to flip it over before the price crashes. And this, my friends, is the first side of the argument I'm going to present to you, which is that every single card crashes after release, and you guys are crazy if you go in and buy this card right now. I mean, what's happening with Surging Sparks here is I'm going to show you guys the top 20. So this is from TCG Daily Card Fever. They put this up on Saturday. So yesterday, one day after release, the price shifts. You can see the prices are coming down pretty quickly, like 52% on the Skarmory, 45% on the Ceruledge there. They're excluding the trainers, the waifu cards and all that stuff. And you can see every single card is coming down, except of course the Pikachu. Pikachu is up 21%, which looks about right for yesterday, according to my math. And, you know, people are going to say, well, cards crash. Guys, look at Miriam. She promised the world. She went from 205 all the way down to 20 bucks. And look, price charting doesn't take into account all of the conditions on the cards on eBay. It's not perfect, but it gives you the full snapshot history of a card, whereas TCG Player only gives you the last 12 months. Unless someone can tell me how I can filter that, I would really like to see that. So yeah, Miriam crashed. Iono, of course, we know what happened with Iono from Paldea Evolved. She was the most expensive card at release. She came down. Charizard from Obsidian Flames. How many of you guys got burned? No pun intended. On that one, 103 to 50. That is a really bad thing that happened there. And then the Bubble Mew, you know, one of the most expensive cards right now. Even that one. Look, it got jacked up. I'll try and give you the full screen so you can see it. It got jacked up and then it came down from 133 to 75. It really went nowhere for a year or so, and now it's all of a sudden getting jacked up because people really like it. They realize it's good, not the easiest to grade, all of that fun stuff. So yeah, cards do crash after release. That's something legitimate to say, but exceptional cards from exceptional sets do have a tendency to not crash and can actually level up. Look at the Charizard from 151. That came down a little bit. It's not fully represented on this chart here. It came down a little bit, but the price on that card actually maintained, and a lot of 151 actually maintained after release pretty well. And of course, we know what's happening with it right now. It's starting to go crazy. Then you have good old Greninja. And Greninja represents the other side of the argument, right? People are saying, look, I am really worried that this Pikachu is going to be the next Greninja. I am going to miss out, and I'm just going to be looking like, man, I'm crazy. Why didn't I pull the trigger? Whether it's investing or buying it for your personal collection. We saw a lot of that happen with Moonbryon, by the way. Not that I think this card is on the same level as Moonbryon yet. But anyway, Greninja, I don't like this card very much, but a lot of people do. It kind of went down for a week. It went down for a week, guys. Like, I'm going to try and zoom in here. I've had a bit to drink. 158 to 118. So $40. That's about a week or so that happened over. And then it just kept going. Just kept going up, 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 up. And we know what Greninja is all about. You then have the Eevee. The Eevee from the same set, that one didn't really go down at all. Just kept going up. I had a nice spike here, came down, but it's much higher than it was at release. So look, guys, not all cards crash, and sometimes you really don't want to miss out on these cards. And that's kind of the other side of this argument. The question is this Pikachu special illustration rare, an exceptional card from an exceptional set that will buck the trend 90 or 95% of cards from sets have? Is this one going to maintain, dip down a little bit and come back up? Well, that really is the question, guys. I mean, by the way, I have a giveaway winner. I forgot to do it on my live. If you guys made it this far into the video, there is a giveaway in this video too. I want to reward people that actually watch my content, not just people that watch the beginning and maybe enter a giveaway. At gear5m.d.l. Thank you for leaving this comment. You won the Supercharged Breaker booster box, courtesy of Galaxy Card Shop. I'm giving away a Pavilion illustration rare, and I am giving away a Stunfisk illustration rare that I pulled the other day. Just leave me a comment, guys. Leave me a comment letting me know where you think this Pikachu will be at Christmas. Above $500, below, is it going to crash? I would love to hear what you guys think. I will pick my favorite comment next week. Full details in the caption. But congratulations to Gear over there. So look, people are saying this is going to be the next VMAX. I'm hearing that argument or reading it a lot in forums, right? So VMAX Pikachu went to the sky, and then obviously it crashed down and it didn't make people a whole lot of money at all. I don't think this is on the same level. There are two things going for this Pikachu. This is the bull thesis, the bull case for this Pikachu card right now. The two big things are the pull rates, first of all. This card, according to TCG Player, is the hardest card to pull, or one of the 11 hardest cards to pull in Searching Sparks from the entire Scarlet and Violet era. Pikachu is very, very difficult to pull. 1 out of 960 packs will net you that Pikachu, statistically speaking, or the Lizzie's appeal, whichever one you guys want. So just to put that into perspective, guys, that is harder than the Greninja. I mean, they're kind of on par. It's 20 packs difference, right? The Greninja is 1 out of 941, but this card is harder to pull than Greninja. And we have seen what has happened with that Greninja card going from strength to strength. And remember, Twilight Masquerade was nowhere near as hyped up as Surging Sparks. I mean, nobody likes Twilight Masquerade, guys. Nobody. I've seen lots of guys in my space who I have nothing against, like great guys, but saying, there's no chase card, nothing's going on with this set. It's absolute garbage. Only after it started to go up and people realized how hard the Greninja was to pull, and this was actually a good set, that it really started to get flying. I mean, I said, you know, because some nice cards in it, don't underestimate it, but I didn't have a great feeling about it. Anyway, that's my rant over there. This card is not particularly hard to grade, Greninja. Not particularly hard. Look at this. Like over 50% of these are getting a 10. 41, 30, and 24, 7, 8 getting the 10s. It's not particularly hard to grade. The print quality on Twilight Masquerade is actually pretty decent. From what I am hearing, and I've opened, 15, 20 packs now, so not a great deal, I have noticed that things are a little bit OC. The Pavilion I'm giving away is a little bit OC, by the way. Colin from Poke Office, he did like whatever, 20 booster boxes, a case of sleeves. He's saying, there's nicks, things are off-center, the quality isn't that great. Maybe the guys at Millennium are back on the acid trips on their lunch breaks. I don't know what's going on there, but if we have a card that is harder to pull than any other card from any other set in Scarlet and Violet era that people really like, and the print quality is bad so it's hard to grade, like the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, guys, we have a recipe for success. We are cooking with this one. Remember, we've got Prismatic Evolution. We don't have another main set coming until March. This really could run. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, look, if you are trying to make a decision because, maybe you don't have enough money to be really going into this thing and, you're thinking, I don't want to miss out, don't make a decision based on FOMO. There will always be another party to go to. That is never a good position to be in. If you're on the fence, the answer should always be no, in my opinion, when it comes to investing. However, if you're YOLO and it's not going to make a huge difference, you want to grab some copies as a speculative play, I say go for it. I see a huge upside on this card. Is there a touch of manipulation? Maybe, but I think this could be a $600 card by Christmas. Quite honestly, I do. And I've been wrong before, I've been right before, guys. So let's see what happens with this. I would love to hear from you guys. Please enter the giveaway. I hope you enjoyed this more candid video. I'm going to have a nightcap. I'm going to get to bed. Until next time, guys. Take it easy.